Hey gang, I'm not going to do a whole lot today. I got that neck issue going on again. It's hitting me pretty hard, but my goal today is to get this table cleared off. Get everything in hopefully its respective place. And once I get everything in its respective place, then when I come back out, I've already got this cleared off so I can pull it out and bring it over to the table, and then dig out Zippo's green giant over there, get it over here to the table so I can get things swapped out, hopefully in somewhat of an orderly fashion. But so far so good though. I did come through off camera and cut this back. I cut it back to here, so it's still supporting the cabinet. Of course, it's only supporting what? About 3/4 of one drawer, or 3/4 of 3 drawers. These are the 3 heaviest drawers in this setup, so I am going to move those drawers over. I can interchange them with any of the others, but just to lighten it over here. Don't want to risk busting the Lexan. But I took a hole saw, forget what it was, inch, what was it? Like an inch and 7/8 or something like that, and cut the hole out, and then I just cut up to the hole and cut up to the hole. You see I got into it just a little bit right there with the saw. Got a little overzealous, but got this side taken care of. Got that all fastened down. Got my vise in. Got it all bolted down. I had to get longer bolts to go through. I had one long bolt and 2 that were too short, just because the Lexan took up just enough space. I couldn't get the bolts on. But I got 2 drawers here that I cannot take out unless I take the vise and turn it this way. Then I can get them out. Good enough for me, because I could not get them out at all before. But all worked out, and I put 3 screws down through it, countersunk, just to hold that plexiglass still. And I'll be able to slide stuff under this like I did down there on the main workbench. Just pop a screw out, slide whatever I want in, and screw it down. Didn't have to screw it down on that one. The reason I had to screw it down here is because I've got a lot of weight on just the Lexan. Because if we look down here, see, make sure we've got enough light. If we look down here where the end of the cabinet is, or the workbench rather, there's a good foot back there. So you see that one piece of wood there? There are 2 more pieces of wood that are sitting on the beams, the cross beams, that are actually supporting the back of the Lexan. And it works out, it's working out fine. But what happened is because of the weight that's on the back of it, it was pushing down on it a little bit. And it just raised this up just a little, like about 1/8 of an inch. So I thought, well, I'll fix it, little red wagon. And I just screwed it down. So that worked out pretty good. So now I'm really happy with the way the workbench turned out. If somebody suggests cutting the corners, I probably will. I'll go ahead and round that corner off. Why not, right? I mean, I don't need it to be pointy like that. And then I did after I cut here, I did the heat finish on it with the torch. I can still get to my angle grinders just fine, and it actually helps protect them and keeps stuff from getting down inside the vents on them. So, call that a win. I have not started filling this yet. I am going to be filling it with some of this stuff that's here and everything that's in here. Everything that's in there is already in manufacturer's boxes. It's already got the boxes. So that'll be nice to just toss those in and not have to have a big cobbled up mess that I can't sort through, right? And when I got the new one, I just grabbed some brass tags. You can see the rivet right there, and just bent them over and put a rivet on. And then I was going through some other stuff and I found brass door pulls. Figures. So I may pop those 4 off and replace them with the with those. These screw in. What I'll probably do is lop off the end, lop the brass off, drill it straight through, and just go ahead and rivet these on. But they'll be riveted in 2 places. Sorry, they'll be riveted in 2 places instead of just one. They'll be a little bit more substantial, a little more secure. So, but there you have it. Got both my sets of number stamps up here. I got my hammers up here, my mineral spirits. These are parts ready to go in this, but I do need to sort them. Thank you very much, Wes. Let's see what else. Oh, I do need to pull out for Papa Doug, Bama mud mowers. Yeah, here we go. That's it right there. Nope, that's carburetor kit. There. Let's see here. That's not it either. Anyway, I need to dig around and find. I have points eliminators, and that's what I need to grab out of here for buy my mud mowers and send it to them. Electronic ignition. I think it's what I just said, isn't it? Electronic ignition, points eliminator, but a Briggs style for engines like the 5-horse that I did cold start on here a while back. So something that I don't think I did on the last video was an engine start, and I've been doing engine starts at the ends of each video. So I'm gonna grab a random engine, bring it out, set it on the table. We're going to go ahead and start it, and that'll close out this video. So what do you say we grab that red Wisconsin down there? It has no spark right now. It's got a Wico style Magneto. So we'll see if we can't just clean the points and get spark on it. If we can, then we'll see if we can't get that thing running. So give me a few minutes, I'll be right back. Alright, we got the old Wisconsin sitting up here. I'm not even sure what model this is, because I've got the model tag covered up by the gas tank, but we'll find out what model it is after a bit. Right now, all I'm concerned with is seeing if we can't clean those points and get this thing to spark. Hopefully that's the only thing wrong with it. It is a Fairbanks Morse Magneto, spark Magneto, so no battery ignition needed. And right underneath this cover we will find the points, and I'll drag some 800 grit paper through it. Like I say, hopefully that's all that's going on in there. We'll see. Ready? You guys are going to see same time as I am. Yeah, we got a little bit of... No, that's just epoxy. Well, they look really good. Let me get just a little bit of oil to dab right here on the cotton. That just helps lubricate the cam lobe for the points. let that oil soak in there. I do have to run down the road, possibly pick up a few more motors. I need those like I need a hole in the head, but they're free. And it's right here in the neighborhood. We had an old gentleman who unfortunately passed away well, that might be the problem right there. Sorry, sidetracked. If we look right here, this is the button. Hopefully I'm not too close. That's the button that rides on this tab. And there's a little bit of smooge on it. So I'm just going to clean that off, because the points look really good. We've got that nice and bright. Let's clean this button off here too. Again, this is 800 grit emery paper, so we are not taking a boatload of material off. And grinding points is how they were cleaned in the past anyway. So, all right, got a little bit of oil there. I got to get the points to where they are closed. They're closed. Now, I don't want to get bit by this thing because it would hurt. Just getting the emery paper in there so I can drag it through. Cleaning points, you know, I've had people say, you can't clean points, you'll take this off and you'll take that off. Respectfully, shh, be quiet. This is how it's done. All right, now we're going to just going to poke at the wires a little bit. Poke the bear. Is that what they used to say? I'm going to poke the bear a little bit. Just make sure these wires are in good shape. And there's just a little, I don't know what this is here. It might be epoxy, could be something else, I'm not sure. But some stuff got in there. All right, we did a real quick clean on the points. Let's go ahead and put things back together. We cleaned the button. Now we're gonna throw everything back together and see if that quick little bit of work is gonna give us spark. If not, there may be something wrong with the Magneto itself. Which would require me to swap it out, and I do have two others so that I know are good. It's just a matter of time, so we may or may not get this one started today, but we're sure going to try. This is old school spark. This is long before the days of, oh, I got a mud dauber in there. Yeah. Get out of there, mud dauber. You don't have any place here. This is way, way, way back in the day. Motorcycles used to be powered by Magnetos, and hit-miss engines are powered by Magnetos. And two other Wisconsins that I have are also, guess what, powered by Magnetos. So we've got that. Let's grab the spark plug. Spark plug looks clean. Let's stick it on there. Let's see if we've got spark now. Ready? Oh, did you see that? Whoa. One spark. How about that? That's promising though. I'm going to get back in there, clean things up a little better, and we'll see if we can't get a consistent spark. So hang on. Alright gang, here a while back, I had a neighbor that had a sale. Her husband was the small engine guy in the neighborhood, and then he passed it along to me. So they went through a bunch of the stuff that was in the garage, and went down and picked up a good little bundle of it. And she told me she'd give me a call when the garage, or when the shed got tore into. So they tore into the shed this weekend, and I'm going to show you guys what kind of haul I got. It's not huge, but it's not inky dinky either. We did get one little spark out of that, so I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get more than just one little spark out of it. But let me clamp you guys right here for just a second. That's got an awful lot of rust on it. I'm just seeing if it's just not getting a good ground, or of course those Magnetos, I'm surprised I even got a spark off of that. It was trying to go through paint. You don't want to get bit by one. I'm going to try it again here real quick. You guys can't see it, but why are you not sparking now? There we go. I was going too fast. All right, no spark. We'll get back on that in the next video, but at least we know we can get spark out of it. If not, okay, Fairbanks Moors. If not, I have one other Magneto, and I do know that it sparks really well, and that is on this single cylinder, Military, Wisconsin. So let's go out and see what kind of haul I got this time. Just a mix mash of parts, basically. It's let the camera do its adjusting thing. I'm tired and wore out. I'm being a baby. A bunch of air filter assemblies, a new Briggs starter. There's a boatload of starter cups for pull starts down here, a bunch of coils, a bunch of copper fuel lines, some complete carb assemblies for horizontal shaft engines. We have an 8 horsepower and a 11 horsepower in unknown condition, so we can do first starts on those as well. I like to get these vertical shaft singles, the old L heads, because oftentimes I've got people in the neighborhood that are needing smaller engines, because a lot of the people in the neighborhood are running the older machines. So I can only assume, because this is complete and fully assembled, that this is a good engine. We'll find out. I'm not 100% at all, but we'll find out. And oh look, I even got a C-clip for free. Trying to think of what else was down in there. I have another tiller engine, 5-horse tiller engine, and all it needs is a carb rebuild. But this one looks like it already has a new diaphragm in it, and it's the same carburetor setup. So I thought, well, maybe I can just throw this tank and everything on there and see if we can't get that engine running good. And then I'll have 2 5-horse rototiller engines with reverse gears on them. And there's another tank down there that's just like this one. And what else did I get? I got a spindle assembly. I got a few pull cords for lawn boys, because I have a few lawn boys that come in. But you can see that pile of, maybe you can, the pile of starter and flywheel retainers. But there's a number of new ones. There's a couple of new ones right there. A bunch of different types of hose clamps and pipe clamps. You never have too many of those, right? And like I said before, a bunch of air cleaner bodies. What else is down here? Some of the air cleaners that I got are the old oil bath types. I got one idler pulley that was in pretty good shape, but there's a few of these in this as well as a couple more vertical shaft, older style vertical shaft carburetors, akin to the one that's on this one and the one that's on this one. So, do I work in just horizontal engines? No, I deal with them all. In fact, I've got a few of these already stashed. But there you go. That's it. That's the haul. And no engine start on this one. Well, I can start this for you if you want. No engine start on this one just because I'm tired. So we're gonna call it good for now, and we'll come back out with a fresh outlook on the world. We'll do a little bit more cleaning on the old Wisconsin. We'll also take the gas tank off so we can see what model it is. It's a smaller one. I'm gonna guess in the 6 to 7 horsepower range. I may get lucky here and be able to get a quick little view. Let me see here. Yeah, no, there's no way I'm going to be able to read that. But at any rate, yeah, we'll get back into this because it's kind of neat to get these old engines with Magnetos to run. Carburetor, everything on it seems free, so who knows? May just be adding a little bit of gas and off we go. And this one's got something interesting on the muffler. If you look here, it's got an L on it. Don't know what that is. And this is just the elbow going into the engine. Maybe that's why it says L for elbow. But it has a plug here. Maybe that was for sticking fogger on it or something to that effect. But at any rate, this is your tired, friendly neighborhood Zippo. I promise you guys I will definitely be on the next one. If you would please, if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If not, feel free to hit thumbs down 2 times. If you're not subscribed, consider. There's over 1,100 videos on the channel covering a plethora of small engine and Simplicity and Alice Chalmers repairs, as well as a bunch of other possibly not so interesting or more interesting things. See you guys on the next one. Later. I'm going to get dinner. Alright gang, I suppose I can shut that fan off for just a minute. There we go. I came out and just hand turned it over and it sparked. So I did it a few more times and it's still sparking. So I think we've got spark. So I've got fuel line going here and we'll shoot the see the laser. Just show you guys it's cold. We're going to see if this thing's going to start. So, oh, that was really noisy. So sorry about that. We're going to see if this engine's going to come to life. I don't want to start it on top of the workbench because there's a bunch of stuff that I know is going to come crashing down if this thing shakes, rattles, and rolls. So we've got fuel going to it. We've got our choke on. I suppose I have to wrap a rope around it, right? I wonder. You know what? Let's move this over to a carpeted spot. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing fired. Fingers crossed. All of them. Fingers and toes. Alright. Fuel on, choke on. See what we got. Are you ready? Oh, she popped. Take a little bit of that choke off. Try again. That's always a good sign. Take two. How many pulls? Ready? Nothing. Let's see here. I didn't clean the carburetor or anything. I did absolutely nothing. So your guess is as good as mine if the carburetor's even set up right. All right. Third pull. Boy sure wants to, doesn't it? Take choke full off. It's dancing around. I really need to get my table, get that cooler off that table so I can start using my engine stand again. Hey, what's this? Pull number 3 or 4? Anyway, here we go. Please start. It wants to. Again, I have not adjusted the carb. I've done nothing. At least we know we got a runner here, huh? I don't know if it's starting and losing spark or, but I do know that I came out and tugged it and it did spark. So let's try again. It's trying. I'm going to try to increase the RPM a little bit here. Had planes flying over really low. Alright, let's turn you with the right screwdriver. Turn it in a little bit, try to give it a little bit more throttle. Well, it's turned in about as far as it can go. Let's go ahead and back it off of some first. What do you think? And just for giggles, we'll go ahead and see how the jet's set. Half, 1, half, 2. So half, 1, half. And we'll get the main, turn it all the way in. I forgot to count. I don't know if that's a fuel shutoff or if that's a alright. What's that? Leaking a little bit of fuel out. Alright, let's see. That one was out a lot. So there's half, 1, half, 2. I think that's our only setting. Let me tilt this back a little bit, see if we've got another adjustment down here. Nope. Alright. Try it again. Flying blind, as usual. Is she going to start or not? We'll choke again. We'll choke again. And contact. Nothing. We'll open her back up. This may take a while. I'm just going to tinker. Ready? That's a no with choke off. I'm going to turn this back in, the throttle back in. And we'll back that back off to 2. That's where it was at, right? I have no good reason why I've not messed with the carburetor other than for the entertainment of you guys watching me yank and tug and yank on an engine that doesn't have any other way to start it other than full start. All right. One more time. 3, 2, 1, contact. Alright, I'm going to check again for spark and pull the plug out and check to see how wet the plug is. Hang on. I just wanted to show you guys. I mean, I did nothing except come out here and mess with it, but watch. See the spark? So, you know, we've definitely got spark every time we rotate it around. About the only thing I can figure is this might be a fuel shut off. I'm not positive. I haven't pulled the carburetor apart yet. So, pulled the plug out, dried it off. It was wet, so it's getting fuel. You want to try it again? At my expense? Hang on. Here we go again. And no, I've not tried to start it since the last time. Choke? Yeah, we'll choke it. Choke it! Let's go. Fire. And stay running. That was more than what we got so far. I'm happy with that. Take just a little bit of the choke off. See if it'll start again. Ready? Alright, they're spitting a lot of fuel out of there. This is a lot of fun because I've got a pretty substantial pain in my back. But the things I do for you guys. By the way, full disclosure, this is the next day. Shot that video preceding this when I said I was done on Sunday, and today is Monday, the 21st of September, the last day of summer. Okay, ready? Where are we at on the choke? No choke, choke. Let's choke. And nothing. I think we're flooding it. So I'm going to turn that jet in just a little bit. Let's pop that spark plug out again, take a look, see how wet it is. Yeah, you can see got a little, see the shine on it, pretty wet. Let me dry that off. I'm just drying it off with a torch. I don't like doing that musty one loose spark plug thing. Okay. Take however many. What do you expect? This engine's been sitting for a good long while. By the way, my neighbor, David, gave me this engine. He said he went to an auction and nobody was bidding on it at all. Nobody bid, nobody bid, nobody bid. And then finally, auctioneer got down to $3. And David thought of me. He thought, well, Zippo will get it running. Let's just go ahead and do the $3, see if anybody outbids. And that's what he got it for, was $3. So, not too bad. Ready? Start, please. That clanking in there, I dropped a washer, and that's what that clanking is a washer floating around in there. I think maybe I need to try to get that sucker out of there. What do you think? But how about that? It's not bad for $3, right? Shut the fuel back, and the fuel bowl's not leaking. Everything's doing really well. Had to do a little bit of adjusting there, but let me see if I can't rock this way and get that washer to in a spot where I can see. There it is. It wasn't a washer, it was a nut. Hang on, let me get it out of there. I'm gonna go fishing. That's what was banging around in there, was hitting the fins. So I took the gas tank off that was on there. You want to see if it'll start again? Gotta love these old Wisconsins. You cannot kill them. Oh, and the washer. That's funny. Alright. Let's start her up again. That's fun. I wasn't sure if it was going to run or not. I'm glad I don't have to swap out magnetos, and that this magneto decided to come back to life. Ready? Oh, by the way, I did turn in, I don't know if it was on video or not, I turned the main emulsion screw in to where it's only about 3/4 open. Here we go. out of fuel. That's fine. Hey, it runs. Success. Urgh. Sorry about all the twisting. There is just enough room to get my GoPro clamp on there. How about that? I'm happy with that. Got another run in Wisconsin. That makes 4 or 3, because there's one that I've messed with a couple times but never did get running, and that'd be this big boy right here. It does have spark. I just need to do some carb work to it, I'm assuming. Oh, that's nice. That's a good way to end the video, isn't it? There, you guys thought that I was going to put it off till the next day. I actually did walk away from it and put it off to the next day. So, awesome. I'm going to start her up and let her sit here and run for a little while, get the bugs out. Appreciate you guys following along. I know this is a bit of a longer one. A little bit of a walk around on the workbench, and then us messing with another old start, cold start, and another successful old start, cold start on a green engine, an engine that just came in the shop not too long ago. We just had 2 more come in, an 8-horse vertical and an 11-horse vertical. We may tickle those in upcoming shop organization videos for you guys, so that there's at least a little bit of an excitement in the end of the video, where you guys get to hear at least some noise besides my mouth. Alright guys, please, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, feel free to hit that thumbs down 2 times. Promise you guys, I will be on the next one. Later. I'm out of here.